So this is the biker's setup. So what you gotta do here is, first of all, drive all the way to Trevor's home. You get a bunch of silenced weapons to pick up. And then you head to the Lost MC's kind of area, and you gotta take them out silently. This one's relatively easy to do. I like to get myself up here because there's one point where there's two people looking at each other. So if you're playing with a random group, they can mostly take out everyone silently without any trouble. But then there's this truck that's getting worked on, and there's two guys looking at each other. So what you have to do, or at least I did when I'm playing with a random group, is I get on the hill and I watch these two guys, and I wait for someone. I can see this guy's coming, so I get ready to take out the other guy. That way, they're not going to. No one's going to get alerted. And I just try to be quick response to take out either one of them. The guy, whoever he doesn't manage to shoot first. So after that, you want to head down and take the vans, which are parked at the very back of the place. So at first I'm like looking around, but I realise actually it's all the way at the back. I even think that maybe the vans are actually these things, but they're not. It's just random car sitting here. And yet they get some backup comes in. You can choose to take these guys out or not. There's not really too much of a problem if you blast past them in the vans. So you can see that guy's just taking a normal vehicle out. That's not actually the van. And I think, oh, maybe that's what we need. So I get in this and I'm like, oh yeah, this is what we're looking for. So I jump out. And I think if they're going to be anywhere, they're going to be the very back. So I run up to the very back and quickly find the Lost MC's vans. And once you find one of them, you find both of them. Well, at least they show up on your map. And there we go, found it. So jump in. Now these are relatively easy going, kind of a run to drop your stuff off. And in the back of the truck there's like a whole bunch of boxes, so what you basically want to do is just simply keep ahead of the enemy. Keep ahead of anyone that can shoot you, because that's the only thing that can let you down. If someone gets in front of you, if they manage to shoot you, then you're gonna die. But if they're behind you, they cannot do any damage to you. And it's pretty easy. Most of them are on bikes, but you will come up against a couple of like big vehicles and blockades and stuff. You can see a guy just died there. So that's one life down. And I'm not even bothering to try and shoot at these guys. I'm just trying to keep this car on the road and not crash into anything and slow down. Of course, these vans are not very good at accelerating. So here's the Lost MC's vehicles getting right in the way, but they're easy to avoid. You can see that one's got a whole bunch of guys hanging at the back, so they can do some serious damage if they're in front of you. But they're also not particularly fast, so you can get past them. Another little blockade here. Blast right through again. This one though almost manages to cut me off and just make it through. Slither. Like I say, you can shoot, but it might put you off your driving. You may just end up crashing into something, and that will cost you your life. Like I also say, it's a straightforward drive. There's nothing too bad about it. If you're a reasonable driver, you shouldn't have any trouble with this. And it's right back to the same warehouse you've been dropping off everything else for, Trevor. And you can see I'm about half health, no armor, but there's just enough time between like encounters for my health to regen at least a little bit, get back up to that halfway mark. And you can see we're getting pretty close now. Now you can cut across this grass on the left, which I didn't do. And probably should have done, because it slows you down taking that corner there. And once you're on this road, you're doing good. There's the other team member who then manages to crash right in front of me. Like, seriously. But at this point we don't have any major like enemies on us. Right, so there's one bad guy coming up behind us now. But we are completely clear.
Hey, the Lost, right? I mean, those guys don't think we had anything to do with this. I mean, we're neighbors, right? See, I mean, I don't shit on my doorstep unless Trevor tells me to, but that was only once. But what I'm trying to say is that I only rarely shit on doorsteps. And when I do, I don't want the doorstep owners finding out. Lawless. Okay, it's too late to save my marriage, but, you know, I got it.